What's up? What's going on? It's your boy Cozy, and I'm joined by my co-host, Mr. Spice himself, Rock Shock.
How's it going, man? And of course, it's been a while, but Namaskar, Rockstar from NFL Masala here. Thank you, Cozy, for always bringing me in to talk about the only thing that matters with a little bit of spice. That is Eagles football.
Yes, sir. My bad. I had to send the tweet out, but other than that, how you doing so far, man? How's your week been? Let's start with that. How's your week been?
So far, of course, like everyone talking about like last week being a crazy week, of course. No pun intended. But the only thing that can unite America is watching the so-called America's team, the Dallas shit boys, get their asses kicked on live television by the real America's team, the Philadelphia Eagles.
That was a bird sound.
Yep. My name is Raksha Kangar, and I approve this message.
So let's just talk about that. I wanted to talk about, the other games leading up to this, but let's talk about that game real quick. Let's just get that out of the way. What are some things in that game? We'll start with the negatives. Yeah. What are the negatives you took away from that game?
So while watching this game, like top to bottom, luckily I was at I want to give a special shout out to the Philly Bar and Lounge located in Latham, New York, next to my place in Albany. That's been like the only Eagles watch parties I've been to, so I'm very happy about that. But couple of things that were really concerning was we have to talk about Jalen Hurts holding on the ball way too much in the first half, especially the 5 sacks that he had taken. I wish he could have. They were like, I think Shane Half of the Eagles Pinpole Network and Bleeding Green Nation, he showed like some breakdowns and some plays on like why that sack occurred, and and of course like Jalen Hurts, so far he's done a very good job in protecting the ball and not turning it over until this game against the Cowboys. And he needs to throw it quickly because otherwise you'll have turnover-worthy plays. And sacks are drive killers. I believe there's a saying in that. And those 5 sacks, he could have gotten rid of the ball, throw it out of bounds to an incomplete. Basically, it's basically like a neutral play. Nothing happened. You move on to the next side because sacks are drive killers. And plus, we have to talk about the 2 turnovers as well, Cozy. First and 10 in the end zone after a nice AJ Brown middle of the field throw. Thank you, Mr. First
Mr.
Down.
First Down.
So I want to say,
good guy right there.
Definitely. And on that play, I don't know. I believe there's like a video of it, but when I was watching it, Dallas Goedert, it already makes it to his target. I didn't know why Jalen Hurts took a little bit more time to throw it, but I mean, you have to give credit to Trayvon Diggs. He made a great play on the route. And that's something that you don't want to do. He has to throw it early because I really felt that when Hurts is late on his throws, stuff like this happens. If you think about it, last game against the Jaguars, on that 4th and 3, Hurts is rolling right. He's trying to make a pass to AJ Brown, right? On that 4th and 3, Darnell Savage is able to make it on time and knock it off. Had that worked, it would have been a great play call. And while people are gonna yell with pitchforks and fire, you take the freaking points. Take the freaking points. So, I mean, but it's like Hurts has to do a better job in releasing the ball and going through his reads quickly. That is all I will say with with the sacks and the turnover. When you're on the fumble, I gotta roll 2 hands, not 1 hand. It's middle school football.
It is. I was gonna jump in, and I didn't want to cut you off. I wanted you to get your thoughts out because a couple of those things, I agree with a lot of it. You know, Hurts needs to get rid of the ball quicker. I do agree with that. I do think that we need to stop doing these 4 verticals because if you know on that interception route, on the interception, it was 4 verticals. That's what that route was. It was 4 verticals. So while I do want to place a lot of the I don't want to place the blame on Hurts, and I get it's easy to place the blame on Hurts because when you're just looking at it and you're not thinking of the play at hand, you're thinking Hurts. What the fuck? Well, you threw a pick in the red zone, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But when you watch that play, you got to just give Diggs credit. That was just a good defensive move from Diggs.
100%. Trayvon Diggs.
Happened, but it was just a good. And then people were talking about, oh, Grant Calcaterra was open. And it's like, bro, if you watch that play, Diggs is sitting right in the middle watching Hurts' eyes. If Hurts did, he threw to his right, got picked off. If he throws it to the left, Diggs instantly just goes and jumps that one too. Diggs was just in a good position to make a play there. So I'm not butthurt about that. The fumble, 2 hands, brother, 2 hands. I get you're running and you're trying to do something, but 2 hands at this point. I've seen Hurts do similar things like that in the last couple games where he gets lucky and the ball doesn't get hit. You know, can't really do much. He got punched out. Trying to think what else you said. The other thing too that is, you know, what I want to speak on is people talk about like what Hurts was doing and like some bad throws here, bad throws there, and we have to remember the sun was in his face.
Oh, we have to talk about
that. Huge.
We have to talk about the glaring issue. No pun intended.
I see what you did there.
And like I've been to Arlington Stadium like in a few times, like a long time back because my uncle, he is a season ticket Cowboy fan. No. I'm just trying to think about it. Like, why on earth? It's like whoever designed that stadium should be fired. And now we're getting
he's not going to fire himself.
And we're getting reports of like Jerry Jones getting in arguments with some people saying, "Oh, we need to put curtains over it." And yeah, I mean,
that was kind of funny. That was kind of funny.
It was funny.
We put curtains up.
And of course, CeeDee Lamb. Oh, and I'm sorry, but CeeDee Lamb gets no excuse whatsoever. Oh, just because the sun is in my eyes, I'm gonna go. No, he gets nothing.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you.
What?
If we can use that excuse, Lamb can use that excuse because that ball was thrown right to him.
It was. I was like, damn, that's a touchdown.
If there was no sun there, he definitely was catching that in the end zone.
100%. And it would have been like what?
If the sun wasn't in people's eyes, the score would have been ran up already. So
yeah,
that play would have been null and void. Doesn't matter.
True,
but go ahead.
I
was gonna say that people were, talking about the fumble and the interception, but I want to talk about that Hurts once again, another game with very little incompletions. And mind you, he only threw it 20 times, 20 attempts. That's fine.
Yeah.
But like bro, 14 out of 20. That's 70%. That's good.
Actually, I
That's
have his
very
final stats. 14,
75.
14 for 20, 202
No,
yards.
70. Yeah,
Yeah.
14 out of 20, 202 yards, 4 touchdowns total.
Yeah, 4 touchdowns total.
Like that's again, you know me in the chat, I clamor about wanting Hurts to have those games where it's like the Lamar Jackson games where people say he can't throw and then he throws for 400 yards, 4 touchdowns and he's like,
Yeah.
I can throw. Shut up. I would love for Hurts to have one of those games. And he's had games like that before. He had the 4 touchdown game against the Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
He had the 4 touchdown game against the Steelers. He's had multiple 3 touchdown games. I'm talking passing only.
Oh yeah.
But I just want Hurts to have one of those games where it's just like lights out. Not only because it just adds to the resume, it adds to the stats, and it adds him back to conversations of, okay, this guy is an elite passer. Because we watch the games, he misses some reads here, he has some bad throws there. Every quarterback does. There's no quarterback that goes out there on Sunday and throws 100%. I watch so many games, and like as I'm sitting there, like it'll be any quarterback. I'm like, that guy's wide open. That guy's wide open. And it's like a thing that we bitch about, like, oh, Hurts missed the guy on the check down right there. And it's like Burrow missed the guy on the check down right there. Lamar missed the guy on the check down. Josh Allen missed the guy. All these
and let me
top guys,
and let me say this. CJ Stroud missed a check down over there. And and we want to talk about Jared Goff, who was supposed to be the so-called runner-up. I mean, and the guy threw for 5 picks in one game and somehow managed to pull off a win.
Whoa. Runner-up for what?
MVP.
No, Jared Goff is not.
Jared Goff was supposed to be in the MVP conversation, but after this game, removed from list.
Here's my thing. When I'm looking at MVP, I'm not a MVP voter. I should be, but I think when you're looking at the MVP, and it depends who you talk to because they're gonna bitch and moan about some stupid shit. But Lamar is number 1.
Oh, 100%.
Josh Allen is number 2. And that's how it's going to go. It's Lamar and Josh Allen. Those are the 1 and 2. I've been arguing with fucking Cardinals fans all day that Kyler Murray has the second best QBR. He should be in the Stop. Like, that's the dumbest. When people bring up those, like, minuscule stats to me, and I obviously it's not like a minuscule stat. Like, it's not like a stat that means nothing.
Evaluate, like, what the QB is.
But it's also, like, not a stat that means, like, bro, you can have the second best QBR in the league. First of all, you don't have the first. You're not in the conversation. Get out of there. You don't have the most passing yards. You don't have the most passing touchdowns. You don't have the most total yards or touchdowns. Your team isn't the 1 or 2 seed. You don't have like a lot of highlight plays. It doesn't matter. Like that's a cool stat, but when you take in the context of everything else, it doesn't mean anything. The Chiefs are 9-0. We all know they shouldn't be 9-0 because their quarterback is not playing to the level that he usually plays.
Patrick Mahomes has,
he's playing like ass, and that's where the context comes in. Lamar, 22 total touchdowns, 20 passing, 2 interceptions. Josh Allen has, I think, 24 total touchdowns. I think 17 passing. He has 20. I think he has 22 with 17 passing.
Mm-hmm.
He has a lot of yards. Lost a lot of his weapons. We'll give him that credit. So that's impressive in itself.
Yeah.
But he has, I think, 4 interceptions, 4 or 5.
Yeah, I would think so because I know he had thrown an interception until past couple of games ago, but it's something
he's playing well. And then in third place, I would say realistically, I want to say Hurts, but I'm not going to because I'm going to come off as biased. You would have possibly had Goff there, and in 5 interceptions, get out of there.
It's been
you could throw Baker in there, but he has double-digit interceptions already. Get him out of there. Pat Mahomes, double digits, get him out of there.
Yeah.
It's and then Joe Burrow, it's okay, Joe Burrow's playing lights out. His team is shit. You're not getting the MVP with a less than 500 record. You're not getting it. That's not how MVP voting works. It's its most valuable player on the best team.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. That's the little
Yeah,
the little
and no,
secret.
which makes sense. But and you know what? I'll say this: if I had an MVP candidate to give up from this entire Eagles team, and we're speaking on offense, my pick is not with Jalen Hurts. It's Saquon.
Of course.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be one or the other.
Yeah. Oh, either it's like pick which way. Do you want to get destroyed by the throwing arm of Jalen Hurts, or do you want to get run over by Saquon Barkley? Pick your poison. That's literally what it is.
I was going to say, speaking of Barkley, he didn't even do a lot in this Dallas game.
I was pretty. I have to admit, like when I saw his final stats, he had 14 rushes for 66 yards. And you know, and I mean, like, and this is a Cowboys team that has been destroyed by the run game. And
that's another thing I was noticing.
I'll actually give I'm not. I usually don't say this for Cowboys things, but
a little bit of credit.
A little bit of credit. They were able to stop the running ability for Saquon, but they didn't account for Jalen Hurts to scramble and make those run plays. Yeah. Because I think. And I'm going to go back to my conspiracy theory about our head coach, Nick Sirianni, who I believe is a North Korean sleeper agent, because we've been playing because some games, like especially in that first half alone, before that ending drive that got us at that touchdown, it was 7-6, and I saw Nick Sirianni play dial in North Korea level offense. And I'm like, God, what are we doing? Jalen Hurts is getting killed out there with his offensive line. I mean, credit to Fred Johnson for standing up this much. But then again, he will have an up and down kind of game. And unfortunately, this was one of those downs. I'm sorry, Micah Parsons ate him for lunch at some place. And now Parsons wants to be an Eagle. I mean, that's what the conspiracy theory I'm hearing is next. But then again, UFOs are real.
You know my stance on that. I've seen enough of Micah Parsons where the talent, it's there. 100%, it's there. But everything else encompassing it, it's not worth the risk. He's just too much, you know. I can't. We already got one podcaster on the team. I don't.
Yeah, wait, Cozy, you're on mute. Yeah, you're on mute.
That was weird.
I think it's because like you're so angered by Michael Parsons. He just computer's like, no, we don't want to hear too much. Let's mute you for that.
I got hacked by Cyborg. But
you got hacked by Parsons. Probably he's watching this secretly in his Cowboys fan cave.
His brother's watching. His bum ass brother.
Yeah, I mean, you got to a fight with Terrence Parsons or what?
Not like we were just cool because he made a bet with Brunson. And the thing is, I don't even me and Brunson aren't cool with each other. That's a whole other story. I don't hate the guy. I just don't really respect him that much. I respect him enough as an Eagles content creator where it's I'll give him his flowers. He's doing something and he's doing it well. And that's cool. I can't hate on that. There's other things about him I just don't like. But again, I don't 100% hate people. It's
that's fine.
you know what I mean? But he made a bet with Terrence Parsons. I don't know if it was for the season or for the game for $500. And then at the beginning of the season, they made that bet. And then after the game, or apparently a couple weeks ago, he tweeted all bets off. Parsons is injured, all bets off. Now, mind you, if you make a bet with someone, establish the things beforehand. Hey, if there's any major injuries, we're just going to call it quits. Or if at the time something happens that could be a monkey wrench in the bet, message him privately and be like, hey, listen, man, you don't got to do it on the timeline for fucking clicks and views. Message him, DM and be like, hey, man, listen, I know we made that bet, but half the team's injured right now. We'll just call it quits, you know? That's what someone who isn't prideful and is a real man would do. And then I'm sure Brunson would have been cool enough to be like, honestly, he might have been like, nah, give me my money. Or he might have been like, I feel you, bro. Whatever. It's, you were talking that shit, but you were man enough to come to me and be like, listen, like we got mad injuries. This bet's null and void. You know what I mean? Like it's not fair at this point. No, he just decided to tweet all bets canceled. Which, first of all, are you just making a whole bunch of Twitter bets? Is that you're just
Twitter
making a whole bunch of Twitter bets?
Yeah,
exactly. Twitter fingers. So then we whooped their ass, and Brunson hit him up and was like, "Where's my money?" And he's like, "You ain't like basically like you're not getting it. Like I canceled all bets." And it's like, bro, you never canceled it with me. So it just came back and forth, and I commented, and I was just like, "You're broke, like you're a broke ass bum." And then he was going back and forth with me, going back and forth with Brunson, a bunch of other stuff, but it was just kind of funny. But that's what happened with that. But it's just like I said, like that's a Parsons bloodline, and it's just like I don't want that associated with my team. I don't want that bum associated with my team. Parsons, like I said, great player. He has his flaws. The culture thing isn't there. I'm just not. Yeah. Like I said, we have one podcaster on the team. I don't need two. I don't need a little buddy after a loss talking about how we got our ass whooped. No, I'm all set on that. And not to mention, if I'm gonna pay top dollar for a linebacker / edge rusher, I'm gonna get someone that's better. I'm gonna get someone or even not better, but I'm gonna get someone that I don't have to pay the absolute most top dollar for.
And speaking of linebacker, do you want to know the biggest anomaly that's happened so far with the Eagles, man? Can we talk about Zach Bond?
I was going to say Jeremiah Trotter Jr. getting no burn.
I mean, I want to see him get more snaps, but I want to talk about Zach Bond, man.
Bro, Zach Bond is Zach Bond one. That's James Bond. James Bond.
Yeah.
That motherfucker. Bro, he was
the Bond identity.
Every week I tweet, sign him. Pay him now.
I think he's been like so far on PFF's top linebacker list.
He is. I sent you that photo today. He's top 5 linebacker.
It is insane.
That's a Pro Bowl linebacker.
Which is why we need to make the pitch to Howie Roseman. Please get a deal done ASAP. 2-year, 3-year deal. That's all we ask for. If you can help it'll be a 3-year. Help out Nakobe Dean in this improvement and Jeremiah Trotter Jr., that'd be great because we need that.
And even if he's still playing well in 3 years, keep him for another 2 or 3. Yeah. Like we don't just use him for just keep him. Like him and Dean are together. Like
my God.
Like when we had Edwards and White, like they were able to feed off each other, and then they both were gone. And then our linebackers were just like, okay, we're just by ourselves.
What the hell is a linebacker?
We have two competent linebackers that can feed off each other, play with each other, trust each other, keep them together.
100%.
And we have I think how he's going to do the right thing.
Okay, I hope so too, because I want to see a deal done for Zach Bond.
There's no way after the season we just had with Bond, or after the season Bond is having right now, he doesn't pay him. There's no way how he lets him walk. There's no way. He already made that mistake with Edwards. There's no way how he learns from his mistakes.
That's true.
There's no way how he lets him walk out the thing with no contract. There's no way. I refuse to believe it's happening. I don't know when. Probably the end of the season after the Super Bowl when we win. But he's getting signed. He's getting another contract.
I mean, like Zach. I think like Zach. If I wanted to try and pull up some stats about Zach Mother effing Bond, I mean, I think he had like. I mean, so far, like I read this. He's allowing a 72.6 passer rating when targeted, and PFF gave him the second best linebacker in coverage this season, behind Fred Warner.
It's
like holy
last
crap.
I checked, Fred Warner is a good linebacker.
He is good.
So Zach Bond being up there, that's pretty impressive.
And what I really like about this, I mean, like I'm getting too excited about Zach Bond because what I like about him is when he plays because of that coverage role, this allows Nakobe Dean to become that blitzing linebacker that he's done that he was excelled at when he was in Georgia. You put him, and that's how this Fangio defensive blitz works. This is why you invest on linebackers. If you are listening, how we do. Listen to this again. I'm sorry, I had to like.
But here's the thing. Yeah. All of this just goes to Howie's initial point of why he doesn't pay linebackers. We got Zach Bond off the street, where he's not investing high. Now he needs to invest in paying Bond, and I believe he will. But again, it's not like It's not like he's investing a first-round draft pick in a linebacker. He got Nakobe Dean in the third. He got Zach Bond, who I think Zach Bond was a fourth-round pick. I could be wrong on that. I could be 100% wrong. I'm just guessing.
Jeremiah Trotter Jr., late-round pick. Ben Van Sumeren, a UDFA from last year. And now Ben Van Sumeren is now a fullback. I want to see him like still be in that linebacker fullback.
Well, I think he does special teams. So
yeah, he does special teams too. But
and Trotter do special teams. I know that, which is whatever. It's Ben Van Sumeren is I don't want to say a luxury piece, but he's an extra. Like he's not a starter. He's not the third guy. He's just there. He's making the most of what he has, and that's fine. You need guys like that. You need guys who just are down to earth, the dirty, not the dirty guys, but guys who do the dirty work. Van Sumeren is on the team that he's like, you want me to play special teams? I'll play it. I mean, put me as a fullback, I'll do it. I'm gonna do put me in on this third down, I'm gonna blitz, I'll do that too. Like you need guys like that. You can't have a team full of divas where it's like, which I don't want to say it, but there's one person.
Cowboys. I'm sorry. I have to clear my
one person on the team who specifically said he doesn't do something.
Oh no! Are we talking about that guy?
Isaiah Rogers said he doesn't play inside, and you know what? He's played outside and he's fine, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
And he actually does pretty well on outside.
Yeah,
especially when Barry gets hurt over and over and over again.
Yeah, bro. When I saw the first play, it was like him, and he was like limping a little bit. I was like, bro, come on, just sit out, just sit out, bro. At least Rodgers is getting very valuable snaps right now that he's gonna need.
You're right.
That's all I care about. You saw before the game, I was like, listen, I don't want to play some of our guys because I want them to rest.
Yeah, I would have put Isaiah Rogers and Quinyon Mitchell, and I am praying to God that Quinyon Mitchell gets a pick before the season ends. I am praying for that.
Chauncey been getting him before him. Huh? Said CJ's been getting him before him.
I know.
What is he? 2 now?
Huh?
Chauncey has 2 now?
He has 2. Remember the first one was a tipped. Remember on the Joe Burrow.
Yeah, Rogers tipped it.
Yep.
Rogers or Ringo tipped it to him.
It was Rogers who tipped it. But apparently the defensive backs coach, Christian Parker, got mad at Isaiah Rogers because prior to this, Rogers told Parker, hey, I'm going to get that pick. He didn't get the pick, and Parker chewed him out on that, although CJGJ got it. I was hearing it from the ringer from Shio Kapadia or Eagles Pinpool, but I thought it's pretty funny about that. But hey, you know what? Hey, competition works. Iron sharpens iron, baby. But I didn't mean to jump over all topics, but about this Cowboys game. I mean, there were so many good things to talk about. What was your favorite, Cozy?
My favorite thing about the Cowboys game, honestly, probably the touchdown to Wilson.
Oh, exactly. I like that. That was a great play.
Great. Well, the touchdown to Wilson and then Barkley going to get the ball for him. Barkley, just first of all, not even player-wise, he's just a great dude. First of all, why is that not going through your head? I'm thinking if I get a touchdown, that ball is not leaving my hand. I'm not spiking it and going, this is mine. And he threw it, and Barkley was like, whoa, no, keep your ball, dude.
Take it.
Too many times someone gets a touchdown and just does something.
And Cooper DeJean did the right thing too. I mean, but then again, we have to talk about that Cowboys play. Why, if you know that Rico Dwaddle was doing so well for you in the run game, why did the Cowboys decide to go with Zeke Elliott on that inside rush play at that first and second goal, and Cooper DeJean just kicked and just takes the ball out. He just punches it out. No, it was Zach Bond who punched it out and Cooper DeJean who recovered it, or CJJJ from what I saw. But I mean, Cooper DeJean, he held on to that ball and he's not leaving. And he did the right thing with that. And Quinyon Mitchell, man, I mean, credit to Howie Roseman again for a great draft so far this season. I mean, Quinyon Quinyanamo Bay, Cooper DeJean, of course, Jalen Hunt. Yeah, and Jalen Sutton, he actually had twice the snaps than Bryce Huff did this game.
Bryce Huff's been making some moves though.
Yeah, I mean, even with his limited snaps, he did get a sack and forced a fumble, forced a fumble on Cooper Rush, and of course Zach Bond recovered it.
I'm looking at I just saw a tweet and it said like the comment section after like the Eagles announced that they signed Zach Bond, and it's a bunch of people, of course, talking shit. Mid. Smoke weed with me, Adam. Some people like great signing. Special teams. How you feeling about this guy? Who is this guy? A bunch of stuff. Damn, kind of crazy, kind of funny.
Yeah, I know. It's been a while about that, but yeah, I'll take that any day. I think, but like for me with this so far, like I was definitely impressed with the offense. I mean, AJ Brown had a quite 100-yard receiving game. I didn't even know he touched 100 receiving yards, but he was there when needed.
AJ Brown at 100 yards?
Yeah, 100 yards.
Huh. Just like you said, it's been quiet.
Yeah, it was and of course Jahan Dotson. I want Jalen Hurts to throw to Dotson a little bit more because when
he's going to now.
Yeah, I mean he has to because it's a revenge game for him. And and one stat I'm going to read to you, like the third quarter offense for the Eagles, it was 14 plays, 116 total offensive yards, and 8 first downs. How crazy is that?
I think that's
that is, and I think like this show, and what I really liked about this game is that it shows the full maturity. And when we say during halftime, what adjustments are you going to make? This was it. Jalen Hurts after scoring that after having a touchdown drive to end the first half, they go right back to the drawing board. Okay, what's worked? Let's try and get a little bit of running game going on with Saquon, even though it's not working. Inside zone rushes for Jalen Hurts, running when he needs to, and Jalen Hurts on the move is what we've been waiting for since before that.
There was a couple of those runs where I thought he was breaking out. Like he had some good runs, but like there was a couple where like the camera's a little back here. You just see green and you're like, oh, he's going, and then you see the two safeties come in. You're like, okay, then he's not going that much further. But there was a couple where I was like, oh, damn. Okay.
Oh, definitely. I mean,
did you see that? You see him running and it's just open. You're like, he has so much space. And then the camera cuts a little bit this way, and you see the two safeties going.
You're like, oh, damn it!
God damn it! He almost got it. But there's a couple. That's what we were talking about before. There's don't force Hurts to run. Just let Hurts run. And it's funny because like sometimes you can see it, like when a Hurts run is coming. You just see the way it's lined. You just see the way the play's designed. You see what kind of play it is, the yardage, and you're like, oh, Hurts is gonna as soon as the ball gets in Hurts' hand, he's just running forward. Oh, and and it just goes. You're like, there it is. That's the one.
Yep, there it is.
It's so funny to see that because you're just like, he's gonna get it. It's like it'll be like 3rd and 2 and empty set. You're like, he's gonna run it. He's gonna fucking run it. He's gonna run it. You already know what he's gonna do. He's gonna run it.
100%.
He sees the linebacker to the left. The safety's over there. He's running that ball. That ball's getting randed. But yeah, I was just looking it up. Yeah, 109 yards. But this is the game not for AJ. This is the Smitty game. Smitty owns the
Commanders. Was very shocked that Devontae Smith wasn't targeted a lot during this game. Although he was responsible for drawing a bunch of penalties. That's for sure.
That's what I love about the players on our team. They're not selfish. They're not divas. They're not throwing hissy fits on the sideline when they're not getting the ball. Like Devontae Smith got paid. He has a Heisman. He got paid. He had a Super Bowl appearance. He's like, bro, just get me a fucking ring. That's all I care about. Like
that's that mentality from Alabama.
Yeah, exactly. Like I got paid already. I don't care about fucking getting 3,000 yards. Just get me a ring. And Smitty knows like that's all that matters in the NFL is just winning. Like the stats are great when you know you're not gonna win. People will pad up their stats when they know they're not gonna win. And when the stats come now, and you can tell it's not like just a umbrella quote. It's you can watch. There's some players that they are not gonna win, but they're gonna get their stats off. I.e. Dak Prescott. He's not gonna win, but he's gonna throw his touchdowns. He's gonna get his 300 passing yards. He's gonna get his 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. He's gonna do that. Yeah. And there's players that you watch and you're like, this player just wants to win. The Jalen Hurts, the Lamar Jacksons, the Patrick Mahomes, the quarterbacks that you watch and they're like, this guy's gonna, like, if he doesn't care how he wins, he wants to win. You see it. And that's what we have in a wide receiver in Smitty. He's just like, listen, bro, like he get no targets and he'll be like,
okay, whatever.
Because like I know he's gonna have one game. He's gonna have one game with like 130 yards, and no one's gonna be like, "Oh my god, he's so great." They're gonna just say, "Oh, he had 130 yards." Next, he's gonna be like, "I'm just gonna keep doing the same thing I do: show up, work out, do what I gotta do, call it a day."
100%, yeah. Anything on offense that you would like to talk about? Because I think we got a new Enrico. What is going on, dog?
Twizzy. Offensively, like I said, I want more Dotson, but I think Dotson will come. Pause. Like, I think they're working on their reps. Jalen clearly trusts him more with that deep shot. That's an AJ throw.
Definitely, that's a ball to AJ Brown, 100%.
That is an AJ or a Smitty throw. That's a throw that Jalen throws when he's like, I trust this guy. And he threw it, and Dotson caught it. And in the week before that, same thing on the other sideline. He threw it, Dotson caught it. That's all Hurts has to worry about is, can I trust you? Are you going to fuck me up when I throw this ball to you? and Goddard fucked him up because he didn't fucking box out in the end zone. At this point, I need – it happened to Smitty. It happened to Goddard. I think it happened to someone else. I can't remember. When Jalen Hurts is throwing in the end zone and the ball is coming towards you, you need to just like
catch it.
Don't expect it to come to you. Step into that motherfucker because there's a defender on your back who's gonna hop in front of you and take the pick. Like Smitty got boxed out and Goddard got with Diggs.
Yeah,
I think one was with AJ too. I might be wrong. If you see the ball coming towards you, take a step towards it.
You gotta make the play.
Here, cut him off. Get the fuck out of here.
And you actually want to know a good example of what that is. If you watched that, I think it was like a Sunday night game, Texans versus Lions. On CJ Stroud's second interception, he's trying to basically, I found that what? I recognize that play from Madden 2008. It was a play action stretch. One guy's going straight while the other guy's running a post that way. But it's like Carlton Davis. He recognizes he's about to get beat, and he knows like Tank Dell's on the other side. He runs up while Tank Dell's slowing. Oh, I'm going to wait my time and break it. Carlton Davis steps up and makes that play. That's what you don't want to see as an offensive guy. So Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert, they have to do a better job at boxing out and boxing out that target zone. But like Jalen Hurts' shoulder throws, like Jalen Hurts floatings, which has like those over the shoulder catches, that has been on point. That is money ball right there.
That's what I'm saying. Like the over the shoulder throws to AJ and Smitty are just fucking chef's kiss.
Beautiful.
But we've seen 2 to Dotson, and that's great because you remember we have Dotson for another 2 years.
Oh yeah, we got him on a rookie deal,
rookie contract. So. If Hurts gains more trust with Dotson,
oh God, this is gonna be
we have him for 2 more years. We have him for 2 more years, and you can extend him after a year. Give him a cheap little listen. I'll give you 16 mil a year because by that time it's gonna go up. Yeah. I'll give you 16 mil, 15 mil a year. Dotson's gonna be like, let me stay with you guys. So win another ring. So. Now Hurts has 3 receivers he trusts in AJ Smitty. And then when we draft another tight end, because I just don't see – unless Goddard takes a huge pay cut, I just don't see Goddard being on this team for a lot longer.
I think I agree with your sentiment on that one. I mean, Calcaterra has really stepped up in games in which Dallas Goedert has not. And the scary thing is Calcaterra, he's basically a medical liability because of his past in SMU and OU with concussions. But like so far when he's
so far so good.
I mean, when his number has been called, he has been great. He's been good. But I would also like to see Jalen Hurts attack more.
Jalen? No, yeah, I got you. Just throw me the ball. I got it. That was Calcaterra. But no, like him and Hurts have chemistry from OU.
Oh, 100%. Like, I mean, like
that's why we signed him. That's the exact reason why we signed him, because they had chemistry together.
Yeah, and what I also
picked him up off the street.
Calcaterra. Oh no, we picked him up as a late rounder in that 2022 draft.
Off the street.
Okay. Well, if you put it that way, then yeah. But and also and I have to give a special shout out to Calcaterra because he's from the SMU area, Dallas, uptown Dallas. But hey, you know what? He's with us, and I think, but also continuing on with that, I do like the way that Jalen Hurts is now officially trusting his tight ends a little bit more, but I wish I could see more attacking more on that middle of the field coverage, especially with crossers. And I did like seeing mesh routes. And oh, by the way, did you know Jalen Hurts is 2-0 with wheel routes?
Jalen Hurts invented the wheel.
And that is a credit to Kellen Moore, because unlike last year with the 5 basic plays that you can have, Kellen Moore has diversified this offense.
Man, I don't even want to talk about last year anymore.
Good. Let's not talk about that.
I get what you're saying, though. I get it.
And it's been so impressive. I mean, Kenny Gainwell, he was fighting for yards, and it's like, no, screw you, Saquon. I want a touchdown. I'm like, hey, you know what? I love it. Y'all two go at it. But just don't get hurt. And the fact that we were able to take the points when we needed to, and allow the bench to take over for the rest of the game, especially with Kenny Pickett, that was good. I was happy about that. And by the way, the tush push works, you morons. It worked with Kenny Pickett.
It worked with Kenny freaking Pickett. Again, well, I'm getting sick of the tush push, honestly. It's just annoying me at this point, because I just feel like we're just doing it too much. I'm being a pessimist about it. I'm being a Negadelphian.
It's fine. But I think I could see your point.
As of Sunday night and before that, I was very anti-tush push. I was very like, all right, like I'm getting annoyed. Like we're doing this play and like putting our players in harm's way. And then at about 5 o'clock today, I had an epiphany. Jalen Hurts is 8 touchdowns away passing from 20. And 10 rushing touchdowns away from 20 rushing touchdowns, which would be an NFL record. And he would be the first person in NFL history to be the member of the 2020 club. He would be the creator of the 2020 club. 20 passing touchdowns, 20 rushing touchdowns.
Okay. Not 30 for 30 like Jameis Winston. 30 touchdowns.
No. 2020. 20 passing, 20 rushing, which, like I said, has never been done before. And in my opinion, Derrick Henry's having a phenomenal year, 100%. Hall of Famer type of year, like just absolutely put that guy in. But as of right now, Derrick Henry's a lock for Offensive Player of the Year.
Oh, but I 100% agree.
But if Jalen Hurts can get 20 passing touchdowns and 20 rushing touchdowns, how do you not throw his name into Offensive Player of the Year? Because MVP, they do their little MVP is a harder thing. How do you not throw Jalen's name into both MVP and Offensive Player of the Year conversations if he gets 20 and 20? Just saying. 15 is the record.
That. It makes a lot of sense if you now that you mentioned it makes a lot more sense. Why not?
20 rushing touchdowns?
That would be
Derrick Henry has 12 right now. Derrick Henry has 12. Hurts has 10 rushing. But Derrick Henry has no passing touchdowns. Jalen Hurts is offensively a great player. I get Barkley has the yards and they're doing all that. I'm just saying. It's an offensive player of the year award. It's not rushing leader. It's not the triple crown. It's offensive player. And we've seen it before where a quarterback has won MVP and a quarterback has won offensive player of the year. We've seen that before. I'm just saying, I saw that parlay for plus 20,000. I said, I'm putting money on it. Don't care.
I don't see why not.
Put $5. If it hits, I win 1,000. But if it hits, Jalen Hurts has an offensive player of the year award. 20 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I'm not good at math. What's 20 times 6?
20 times 6, 720.
No.
No. Oh my God. 120. Oh my God.
Jesus Christmas.
It's
now double that. What's 120 times 2?
240.
240 points for the offense through Jalen Hurts. Think about it.
That'd be beautiful.
Think about it. That's crazy. I'm a crazy guy. It's a crazy thought. I'm just saying. It's a possibility, and I'm now rooting for that wholeheartedly. I am pro tush push right now. Every time I see, if they're on I want Jalen Hurts every game to have 2 passing and 2 rushing. Barkley, I love you. The tush push is coming back this way, baby. We're getting Jalen Hurts. Listen, Barkley, if you can, you know what? Hit some more wheel routes. It's a win-win. You get your touchdown. Jalen Hurts gets his touchdown. It's counted on.
And by the way, did you know that this was Barkley's first win over the Cowboys?
Yeah, I heard that when they were talking.
That was amazing. And what was really funny, it was like late in the game when they had the I think like when Jim Nantz was bringing the audience over from like Arizona and beautiful.
Bro, I didn't want to cut you off, but you just reminded me, bro. The Jalen Hurts high school jersey. First of all, shout out coach. Second of all, bro, this is a great quality jersey. This is like a very, very good.
If we're doing jerseys right now, hold on. You continue. I'll be back with something.
Like, look at that's a stitch. Like, this is a real stitch jersey with the mesh.
Beautiful.
Bro, the quality, it's so soft. It's soft and thick. Pause. Like, the sleeve is like the elastic.
Yeah.
Like, bro, this is a very comfortable jersey to wear.
Oh, 100%.
You like the Nike jerseys?
Yeah.
They're light. Like, I don't have one of the one of those like Pro Fuse Vapor Max or whatever they are. Those ones, the 170 ones. I don't have like the $300 Mitchell & Ness one.
Mm-hmm.
That jersey, when I put it on, I was like, yo. I'm not a fashion guy. I don't got a good fit for it though. Yeah. I don't got like matching shoes, so I'm like, I don't know when I'm gonna wear it. I low key want to wear it this Thursday. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the game. I might go to the Eagles bar. Probably not. I usually just sit on my couch and watch it every night or watch every Eagles game on the couch.
I'll probably watch it I'll probably watch it in my at my place for Thursday night.
I don't really like going out during the week.
Like for Sunday, like if there's an Eagles group there, then of course I go to the Philly Bar and Lounge for that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but speaking of the offense, let's switch over to defense. Oh my God!
Right. Let me just do a quick rundown. Let me just do my rundown.
Just do it. Do it. Let it all out. Well, make it to Cozy's couch.
Cozy's. This is the conversations with Cozy. I'm gonna rank everyone on the defense. We'll just say to 10. I'm just gonna say a name, hit a ranking. I'm gonna keep it pushing. Ready?
But is the list fluid?
Josh Sweat, 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Milton Williams, 6 out of 10. Jalen Carter, 9 out of 10. Jordan Davis, 6.5, 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Bryce Huff, 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10 for Bryce Huff.
Which is mid. It's not bad. It's middle of the pack. People forget that. 5 out of 10 is you're not bad, you're not good, you're right there in the middle.
Yeah, fair enough.
Nolan Smith, 5.5 out of 10.
Yeah, he's getting
Jalix Hunt. Jalix Hunt haven't seen enough.
Yeah.
5 out of 10. Moro Ojomo. 6.5 out of 10. When he comes in, he makes plays.
Thomas Booker.
6.5 out of 10. I feel like I'm missing someone. I said Milton. I said Jalen. I said Jordan. I said Moro. I said Thomas. Brandon Graham. 10 out of 10. Love that guy. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with him. Other side. I feel like I'm missing an edge rusher.
Jalix Hunt.
I said Jalix Hunt. 6.5.
Josh Sweat.
Josh, I said him. He was the first one.
Oh.
There's got to be someone I'm missing.
Jeremiah Trotter Jr.
4 out of 10. Haven't seen enough.
Yeah.
Special teams. Zach Bond.
Oh, linebacker.
8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. N'Kobe Dean. 7.5 out of 10.
Okay. Fair enough.
Darius Slay.
Oh, boy.
7 out of 10.
I 7 out of 10. That.
When he plays and he's healthy, it's lockdown.
Yeah.
Isaiah Rodgers. 7 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Keely Ringo. 6.5, 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Quinyon Mitchell. 9 out of 10.
Oh, why aren't you giving him the 10? Are you waiting for that interception to come through?
When he gets that pick, he's 10 out of 10. Reed Blankenship.
Oh.
8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
Yes.
8 out of 10.
I would say 7 out of 10. Wait, for Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, I'm going to say 7 out of 10.
That's fine. I'm going to say 8 out of 10.
Fair enough.
Avonte Maddox, 2 out of 10. Cooper DeJean.
No, correction, Cooper DeJean.
Cooper DeJean. 20 out of 10. Put him in the fucking Hall of Fame already. This guy's a legend.
Hey, if Cooper DeJean can get a 20 out of 10, so can Quinyon Mitchell, man. You have to put those two together.
Quinyon doesn't do punt returns.
Oh, come on.
Brother.
Come on.
I'm pro. Cooper DeJean, he means something to me. He means something to me.
Come on. I got to root for the Toledo guy, man. I love Cooper. I love Coop.
Quinyon Mitchell's great. Cooper DeJean, realistically, honestly, though, 9 out of 10. Him and Quinyon, insane. Absolutely insane.
And I actually have a stat from that game alone. I mean,
I'm gonna do the math real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, and I'll read this out to you. According to Shane Half, Quinyon Mitchell was targeted 4 times. He has forced a tight window on 3 of those 4 targets. Cooper DeJean allowed a catch rate expectation of only negative 22.9%, allowing 5 yards on 5 total targets.
Dog.
And Shane Half says this to finish it, and I quote, "The NFL was insane for letting these guys drop in the draft." Yeah.
100%. 1,000%.
I mean, hey, you know what? Terry Arnold is a good find for the Lions, but so far I have to. This is where the bias and the actual facts come through. Quinyon Mitchell is playing much better than Terry Arnold.
Terry, 100%. I'll eat crow. I wasn't the biggest on Quinyon. I thought the small school thing could be a problem.
True.
I was wrong. I didn't think he was bad. I just didn't think he was going to be the best.
I think it was definitely the combine that when he exploded. And of course, we get quotes from like Roman Wilson, wide receiver from Michigan back then. He's like, "Oh my God, Quinyon Mitchell's like feisty over and all that." But I'll be very interested to see like in the future if Quinyon plays with the guys like against guys like Marvin Harrison Jr. and whatnot. So I think that'd be fun.
I think I'll gladly admit I wasn't wrong, but I'll take the wrong moniker for that. I was wrong. Quinyon Mitchell, you're him. I met him.
Yeah,
I met him in
Tampa.
Tampa.
Is him. Yeah.
I met him in Tampa. I told him about how I tried to send in a card to get autographed, and like the company that did it like screwed me over. I was like drunk. I was like, he does not give a shit about what I'm saying right now, but I'm already halfway saying it, so I'm gonna keep saying it. I was like, bro, I sent him this card. I was trying to get an autograph, and if I had known I was gonna meet you, I would have brought the card and have you autograph it now. But now I don't have a card, so I'm kind of screwed. And he was just like, he was just quiet, just standing there. He was like,
cool.
I was like, can you just sign my hat, man? No, I'm sorry. Bro, I was so plastered.
That's funny as hell.
I was just in the like the player area with like friends and family. I was like, shout out my boy Miller Skillerton. His what's his name on Instagram? CM Schiller at CM Schiller. Bro, he's like cool with Brandon Graham. Like him and Brandon Graham are like family friends. So like when he's always talking to BG. He's always at the hotel with the players, meeting them and stuff. But when I'm outside the gate, and my boy Cole, he was there too. Shout out Cole. Not Cole, Darius. His name's Cole on Instagram. I always call him. It's Darius. Shout out Darius. Darian. I'm flabbergasted thinking about the moment. But I'm outside the gate, and like I look in the gate and I see my boy. I'm like, yo, what are you doing in there? And he's like, yo, and I'm like, yo, can you get me? He's like, you want your jersey signed? I was like, yeah. So I like walk over to see him, and I give him my BG jersey because I was wearing my Kelly Green BG. I was like, yeah, can you give it to him? And then my boy Darian was there. I was like, oh, what up? You in there too? What the hell? I was like, I need to be in there. He's like, come on in, bro. Come on in. I was like, I can't. I'm on this side. And he walked up to the security. He's like, yo, that's my boy. Can my boy come in?
Yeah. Let's get that.
Security was like, yeah, just him. I was like, but he was like, just him, but he has to go around the side. I was like, bet. So I took off. I started running. And this kid that was like next to me, who was like blocking me from getting an autograph, started running. He started running with me. He's like, I'm coming with you. I was like, first of all, I don't know you. As soon as I got to the gate, the guy let me in, and he was like, nah, you're not coming in, to the other kid. He was like, you're not, like, I don't know you. I was like, I don't know you. Like, you just thought you were gonna clout chase off me because I knew somebody. Get out of here, bro. Like, you wouldn't even let me up to the fence to get my own autographs. He was like shoulder blocking me, like not letting me get in, trying to get his little foam necklace signed. I was like, bro, no. And I went in there. I was like, Thomas Booker, Jalix Hunt, Brandon Graham, Jalen Carter, Saquon Barkley, Quinyon Mitchell, Jordan Mailata. I saw Cooper DeJean was in there, but he left before I got in the gate.
Okay.
I was like, this is great. Yeah. This is cool. This is a highlight of my Eagles fandom.
That's amazing.
And I got the 2 hats signed. One of them, I plan on doing a giveaway for the Swoop Boys pod. We're gonna do a giveaway. I don't know when we're gonna do it yet. We're still working out the details, but we want to do it like you get to a certain number of followers and stuff like that. We're gonna do a giveaway, and it's a hat, and the hat's autographed by Lito Shepherd, Hollis Thomas, Brandon Graham. Oh, I gotta look at it real quick. The hat's in my case.
It's fine. It's fine. You can show me later on that. But that's freaking dope.
It's got a bunch of autographs.
And Hollis Thomas, damn Skippy. Love it.
Bro, I handed him the hat to get signed, and he literally just like took it, signed it, and then gave it to Lito and was like, you sign it. And Lito was like, all right. And then Lito signed it. It was funny as shit.
That's awesome.
He was like, you want him to sign it? And I was like, yeah. And he just went,
yeah.
All right, hold on. It's got Hollis Thomas, Brandon Graham, Quinyon Mitchell, Lito Shepherd, and Thomas Booker.
That's really good.
My other hat, I got Quinyon Mitchell, Lito Shepherd, Isaiah Rodgers, Jalix Hunt, and Saquon Barkley.
Beautiful.
But I'm keeping that one. And then I got the Kelly Green BG signed.
Yeah. Oh, nice. That's dope.
That's getting framed. My other hat's getting framed too, for sure. Definitely frame those.
Frame it now.
I gotta find a good framing company. Plus, like where it is, it's in my. I have a chest, like an old antique cedar chest, filled with like all my Eagles relics and collectibles. And if I get it framed, it's like I have to hang it up on the wall. Like I don't want to hang it up on the wall yet.
Yeah.
Like in this, like where I'm at now, like, this isn't my permanent place. I don't want to hang it up here. I want to wait till I get my man cave.
When you get that man cave, you better Eagle's cave or the Eagle's nest.
Yeah, exactly. Like where this is right now, like this light's not gonna be here. I'm gonna have better lighting. Like on this wall, it's gonna be the jerseys. I have that one signed. I got I have 2 BG autographed jerseys. One's black, one's green. So the black one, I'm also gonna do a giveaway for. I'm gonna give away a black one, black BG autograph. We'll figure that out too.
That'll come in due time. That one, yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna hang up the Kelly Green BG. I got a Miles Sanders autograph. I got a DeAndre Swift autograph. I got my Javon Curse. Definitely getting that one. The freak, brother.
Oh man.
I got that one autographed. And that was one of the first jerseys I had as a kid. Javon Curse. I got that one. I tweeted at Chris Long because he responded to my tweet, but he didn't respond back.
Yeah.
I was trying to see if I could send him my Chris Long Super Bowl jersey to see if he can sign it, but he didn't respond. So I don't think it's gonna happen.
Fair enough. That's fine.
You win some, you lose some, you know?
Yeah. Anyway, so back to defense. I think like your rankings are pretty much, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. I think like with CJ, he did start off at a bit of a slump. I mean, he was like just like still allowing like I mean, he hasn't been that okay in coverage, but he's getting a little bit better. And I don't know if he'll get back to his 2022 form, but he's on the right track, I would say. And luckily, we're blessed to have Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean like on the field playing together. Which I think, and of course, like you have to give Fangio a lot of credit with the schemes, like after that turnaround. And I mean, there have been times like where I will like really get frustrated. It's like, why the fuck are we playing zone? Well, instead we should try and go press man. That will give us our best option. But somehow zone is working because somehow the offenses don't know how to effing break it for some reason. It's like, it's easy. Just attack the middle of the field because I mean, of course, they're just now realizing that our linebackers can cover, which is what makes zone work. You need I mean, in general, for like a zone defense to work, you have to have the right pieces. You have to have you have to have linebackers that can cover and run.
And ours are doing pretty well right now.
100%. And with that win and the Commanders losing to the Pittsburgh Steelers, we're actually in second place in the NFC. Had the Lions lost the day before yesterday, it would have been number 1, had the number 1 seed.
Thank God. And you know, this game on Thursday is gonna be a really big game. And I'm not big on doing like the before shit talk anymore. Like when I was younger, it was like I was cool with that, you know, like, we're gonna beat your fucking ass. Because then it comes back on you. I'll wait. Whatever happens, and then we'll move on from there.
100%.
So this game, I'm not going into a game with a divisional rival lightly. Absolutely never.
Oh no.
Especially a divisional rival who's playing well this year. I'm definitely not going into it lightly.
And I will say that but go ahead. But I also have to make a confession to a certain alumni from Texas Tech University who I called out to be a fraud. But that is Cliff Kingsbury. I called him out because when I thought like I mean, yes, he would help he would definitely help in the development of Jaden Daniels, but I still I was very intrigued to know like why they would go with the guy whose only focus is on the air raid is an air raid offense, which has been, it's like a collegiate level offense, aka throw the ball and F it someone out there somewhere. It involves a lot of passing game, but the fact that he's able to get the running game going, which is what helps a young QB go through the motions. And
breaking news. It's not really breaking news. Breaking rumor. Apparently Doug Peterson's house has been listed for sale. I don't know.
I would not be surprised if he gets fired.
This could be. Never mind. Wrong house.
Oh.
Wrong house. This house is a couple houses down from where he lives. It's kind of crazy that someone just posted his house and like address on Twitter. That's kind of crazy.
Definitely crazy.
Oh, sorry to cut you off. I thought we had some news.
No, that's fine. And I mean, like, I think with this, I think like for this one, let's do a quick. Let's also like look at some matchups, like who on this one. If I'm looking at Commanders players to watch out for, other than outside of Jaden Daniels, I'm not sure about the run game because again, I mean, when they face off against the Steelers, they were held to like 60 or 80 yards or something like that. And and also, I would say the biggest matchup would be on offensive wise, outside of running backs, who guards Scary Terry?
Quenya.
I would put 100%. I think Quenya Mitchell would be his best bet because, I mean, Quenya Mitchell in practice has been going up against the likes of A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. And a little birdie told me that newly Commanders signed corner Marshawn Lattimore may not make it for Thursday. He may not be able to play on Thursday. Really? So we could be looking at the same players of Benjamin St-Juste and Emmanuel Forbes, A.J. Brown's stepson. You saw what A.J. Brown did to the guy. He literally made him cry
on the sideline. He's freaking out on the sideline. Like I said, man, this game, I don't want to sit here and talk about it like it's an easy win because it's not an easy win.
It's not going to be an easy win.
It'll be the hardest game in the last. I don't want to say the hardest game of the season because I would say the Bucs game was the hardest. But like we're healthy enough. I think this is the hardest game so far, and then it'll be the Ravens game. But yeah, I will say this.
Shoot.
If and when we beat the Commanders, and Jalen Hurts has a great game where he has, if he had 4 total touchdowns again, in another game.
Oh my,
dude! I don't want to hear the excuse. Listen, I'm not gonna say it like, because I know the Commanders aren't a slump team. Like I know it's not gonna be an easy win for us. I know that. I'm saying that now. What time is it? 10:57, an hour and 7 minutes in. I'm gonna clip it. I know this game is not gonna be easy for us.
Yeah.
And everyone and a lot of people, I won't say everyone, but a lot of people think the Commanders are a great team, and they are. But
they're playing great.
If we win, I don't want to hear no backtracking saying, "Oh, he's a rookie. Oh, it's this, that, and excuses." No. This will be a great win over a great team. I want no bullshit. And I want Jalen Hurts, if and when he plays a great game, put him right up in there in that MVP combo for real.
I would agree the same thing too.
This is a great team. Because if they beat us, they're launching him to the stratosphere. They're throwing they're gonna talk crazy shit. And if we beat them, they're gonna be like, well, it's just the Commanders. It's always been the Commanders. Like I don't want to hear none of that. The Commanders are a good team this year. Yeah. I don't want that bullshit coming after if we win.
Yep.
I don't want it.
Yep.
Because I can already see the little analyst panels, the little Commanders. Yeah. And then one person Eagles and then Commanders.
And I mean like and I mean just looking at the Commanders like overall, other than like someone to guard Scary Terry, I'm pulling up their depth chart at the meantime, and we could try and take a look into like which I mean, and of course, we have to keep an eye on our old friend Zach Ertz, which will really irritate.
I'm not worried about short of the sticks Ertz. Dean gonna hit him up once, and he gonna be like, "Ow."
I would say I would say you put Zach Bond on him because so far Zach Bond has been good at coverage so far.
First of all, if anybody's gonna be creeping on Zach Ertz, it's gonna be Chauncey.
Oh,
or Reed.
It could
one
be
of them,
Reed,
bro.
yeah.
I think Chauncey wants it. I think Chauncey's gonna be like, "Oh, former Eagle. Nah, I want to light his ass up."
And of course, like and I'll also say this, like I mean, even because of the Hale Noah play, we'd also have to look into Noah Brown and Oz Olamide Zacchaeus, because Zacchaeus he's actually doing some pretty good things for them in the in special teams.
He muffed 2 punts last game.
Oh yeah, he did muff 2 punts, and then of course
I'm not worried about Oz. I am not.
Yeah.
I said it last week.
And
I said,
Luke McCaffrey.
Thank you, Howie.
Yeah.
Luke McCaffrey, though.
I'll keep an eye out on this guy.
Luke McCaffrey, meet Cooper DeJean.
Oh yeah, Cooper DeJean on the nickel position. But then again, like with Cliff Kingsbury, what I've seen him do, like in Texas Tech, he'll basically try and switch up his guys and his routes, which is why when you're playing zone, you need to be aware of who you're like. Do not let the man complete his routes. Yeah. And then of course you have to get into pressure, and because of this, we do have some updates on their offensive line. Their right tackle Andrew Wiley, their center Tyler Biotish, and their left tackle Brandon Coleman, they're all questionable at the moment, even though
Tyler Biotish,
yes, from the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, he's a center for them. And
they're all questionable?
Those three are banged up at the right, left tackle, and the center position. So this could be a time in which you can collapse and attack the interior. I mean, yeah, Nick Allegretti and Sam Cosme are still there, but I would say, yeah, this has to be a game for Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis to try and eat up. And maybe this could be a breakout game for Bryce Huff. Maybe he gets 3 sacks this game. But also, I feel
about that.
I mean, I'm just throwing it out. But
no, the Commanders are wearing all whites.
Yeah, that's fine.
The white, red.
Oh yeah, and I'd be very shocked to see Brian Robinson Jr. returns for this game, because I think he's been out for a couple of weeks. And if he comes in, he's a great runner. He could break through tackles. He has that speed. And Austin Eckler has been used for short gains and passing distances. But if Robinson Jr. is not there, and they'll have to rely a lot on Eckler, then I think the Eagles will definitely have a chance of stopping the run. But also Jaden Daniels, I think he's been more of that pocket passer. And I don't know about his mobility to escape the pocket. I mean, to escape the rush. So this is something that Fangio may have to do. I think he may call for a zone blitz, which I would like to see. And then on the defensive side, their linebackers and Bobby Wagner and Frankie Louvu have been playing good. And and Dante Fowler Jr. because with I think with the Dan Quinn type of team, I think he basically goes on a base 4-3. Johnny Newton, Dorrance Armstrong, and Cleveland Farrell. I mean, there's a bunch of ex-Cowboys, that's for sure. But I think it's you can attack them with the run, although they did hold Najee Harris to 58 yards. So I think it's you have to be very deliberate in your run game. Maybe not just use a lot of Saquon although you may need to use a lot of Saquon Barkley. Maybe you try and use more on Kenny Gainwell and Will Shipley. I'd like to see a little bit of bruising before you bring in Jalen Hurts to make those read options for run plays. And here's an interesting take. If you got AJ Brown and Devontae Smith on the outside, if Lattimore is not playing, do you know they could move that rookie Mike Sainristil still to guard up against Smith or AJ Brown? Benjamin St. Juste will most likely be on Brown because of the length. And I would say Jeremy Chin, one of their safeties, has been playing okay at the moment. So it's something that you cannot sleep with the Commanders, because I think they'll still play a nitty-gritty defense. They kind of held off the Steelers for a while before they started turning over the ball. That's my take on that.
100%. I think I don't want to say force Jaden Daniels to throw, because he can still throw. He's still a good, passer from the pocket. But make him throw a lot. Make him wear out that arm. Because he's throwing a pick, and Reed will be there to get it.
No.
Blankenship is getting that pick.
Screw you. Beat the dough moment right here. Quinyon Mitchell's going to get himself a pick.
You think Quinyon's getting it?
Quinyon's getting that pick.
I had a daydream that Quinyon got the pick, but I just feel like this is the game where Reed gets it. They can both get picks.
Gets a pick.
They can both get picks.
Then Nick Sirianni's parking lot's gonna be taken. That's for sure. You know that they have a bet.
What was the bet with Jalen and Wilson?
Well, what?
There was a bet with Jalen and Wilson where Wilson has to cut all his hair off now.
I don't know about that. I never knew about that.
Yeah, you didn't hear about that? They asked Jalen about the touchdown to Wilson or something, and
to Jalen Johnny Wilson.
Yeah, Johnny Wilson. And Jalen
said something along the lines about that.
It's because it just came out. I just saw it today. It was, I don't know what the bet was, but it was something in regards to like Hurts was like ask him like what about the details or something like that. Like ask him about the bet or something. Like he said something like that. And the tweet I saw was that like Johnny Wilson now has to cut all his hair off. I don't know why. I gotta like look more, but
probably some rookie hazing. Welcome to the NFL, kid. You wanted your touchdown, now you got to shave your head off.
Yeah, right. Like you got. If I get you the touchdown, you gotta shave your hair or something like that. I don't know. Who makes that bet? Johnny Wilson got the touchdown. How does he shave his head? I don't get it. They're just making bets on the side, like whoever gets the touchdown first.
I know. It's funny as hell, man.
I don't know who it is, but I was gonna say on that note, I think it's getting a little late.
Yeah, but I think, if I'm gonna end it off, I'm gonna say Eagles will win this. It's gonna be a very tight game. I say the Eagles will win this 31-28. It'll be a very close game.
Bro, fuck you, dude. Fuck off. Literally what I was about to say. Was swear to God about to say 31-28. Fuck you, dude.
Then say 32-29 then.
No, fuck you. Now Eagles gonna win fucking 34-31. Fuck off, dude. Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. 34-17. I'm going crazy now.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Eagles 34, Commander 17.
Nice.
Just because Rock stole my score. I'm going extreme now. I'm going extreme.
Hey, I'm Mr. Steal Girl and Mr. Steal Your predictions, man. You just gave me the setup.
Mr. Steal Your predictions. That's crazy. On that note, thank you everyone that tapped in, listening. Anyone that will listen later, comment later. Do the usual, like, subscribe, comment. Rock, where can they find you?
You can find us you can find the NFL Masala podcast on Google, Spotify, iTunes, Pocket Cast, and season 3 is on YouTube. And by the way, last Saturday we recorded our 100th episode of NFL Masala. I didn't know about this, but to those that listen, thank you so much for that. And Congrats. Also you can also follow us on Twitter /X/Instagram at NFL MASALA 2022, all lowercase.
All right. And you know me, I'm Cozy Bryant. You can find me on Instagram at Cozy Bryant, COZY Bryant. You can find me on Twitter or X at Lowkey Cozy or at Swoop Boys. That's the account I use a lot. Other than that, thank you and have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks.